it's Annie Faith. Welcome back to my house. Today I have my nephews Ethan and Ashton with me again. Say hey, guys.
Hi.
We're so excited to have you join us again. I want to give a special shout out before we get into our story today to all my Tallvillians at my school and all of my friends in my class and my nieces, Amber and Autumn, and my godchildren, Jared, Jensen, and Sarai. We're always so grateful to have all of you join us for our new story. And I have a really exciting one today. Have you guys seen this story before?
No.
No. This is called Bill in a China Shop. It's a really fun story, and it comes from an old idiom called that went from when we say a bull in a china shop.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of the saying a bull in a china shop, guys?
I don't know.
No? Okay.
Kind of.
Kind of. All right. What do you think it means?
China shop?
Yeah, like a cow goes
It's
in
like
China
looks
shop.
all the stuff.
Okay, so in China,
I
it's kind of
think-
like what? What is China?
A place that they don't talk our language.
Oh, you're thinking of the country China. You're thinking of the country. What do you want to
When
say?
a cow goes in, he likes to pay stuff.
Oh, a cow going in somewhere? So you heard the word shop, right? So maybe a bull is going shopping. Well, let's put that together, and let's not think about the country China, but think about dishes. Did you know that dishes, fancy dishes, are called China?
No.
Yeah, they're called China. And that's the kind of
I
China.
think I know what that means.
Do you?
Dishes in a China shop.
Yeah, so kind of like the dishes we eat off of on special occasions, like when we have all the family over and we get around our big dining table and we get your great grandmother's china out and we eat off of that. Yeah, the fancy dishes, that's China too. So when we say a bull in a china shop, what would happen if you put a bull in a big shop that had a whole bunch of fancy dishes? What do you think would happen?
He will wreck all the dishes.
He might wreck all the dishes. Well, this book is called Bill in a China Shop. And if we look at the cover, what do we see?
He's going to be nice.
We see a big bull. I wonder if maybe his name is Bill. Maybe. Maybe his name is Bill. And it looks like he's standing in front of a china shop. But as one of you just said, it kind of looks like he's really nice. So maybe he is all dressed up. He's got a top hat on. And he looks like he would be pretty calm, not like a regular bull. So let's see here. Oh, before we dive into our story, we got to tell who wrote this wonderful story. This story is by Katie McAllaster Weaver, and the pictures are by Tim Raglan. All right, are you guys ready to hear this story?
Yeah.
All right, let's dive in. This is an AR book too. Ashton does AR at school.
What
So
level is it?
this is a level 3.8.
I can't take it.
Not yet. You will soon though, right?
2.1 to 2.5.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you're growing every day. All right, here we go. Once there was a bull named Bill who felt a certain thrilling chill each time he saw a china shop. The teacups made his heart flip-flop. He couldn't help but cry and pout, for each store's sign read, Bulls. What does that say?
No.
Bulls keep out.
Bulls keep out. Oh no, and Bill wants to go in that shop. And what is Bill?
A bull.
He's a bull. He has to keep out. But then one day he saw a store without a sign upon its door. So carefully he crept inside. And there upon a shelf he spied a cup that made him want to shout. A cup he could not live without. Have you ever wanted something really, really bad? Yeah, that's how Bill feels. Inching closer, almost to it. One more step. But then he blew it. Oh no. Blew it means he made a mistake or he messed up. Let's see how he messed up. His flailing tail flicked and whacked a pile of platters neatly stacked. They leaned and lurched, then nearly tipped. Woo! Back to normal. Nothing chipped. Ooh, that was close, wasn't it, guys?
Yeah.
That was very close.
That's serious.
Bulls are not allowed in here, the clerk said with a snarky sneer. Aghast at what he nearly did, Bill backed up, then tripped and slid. And 2, a vase which broke in 2, which wasn't what he meant to do.
Yeah.
Poor Bill. Frightened by the jarring sound of china crashing to the ground, he stumbled towards some figurines and smashed them into smithereens. Bulls are not allowed in here, the clerk repeated with a sneer. Can you make a sneer face? Yeah, a sneering face.
No, go back.
I need to go back a sec. What do you see?
What does the word smear?
Smithereens? That's a good question. Smash them into smithereens means tiny, tiny little pieces.
That they can't fix back?
Yeah, it would be hard to fix it back. That's a good question. New juicy word. Looking like he just might cry, Bill let out a heavy sigh, pointing to the cup he needed. He groveled, he begged, and even pleaded, full of fidgets and frustration, giddy with anticipation. Have you ever felt fidgety? Fidgety means you got the wiggles.
Mad.
Yeah.
I guess he wants that.
You think that's the one he wants?
Yeah.
I'm the one.
Bill began to stomp and shake, feeling like his heart would break. Sugars, creamers, pots galore exploded once they hit the floor. Oh no, we're truly seeing what it means to be a bull in a china shop. Then 3 ladies tottered in. Each one frowned from wig to chin. "Ew, look at this untidiness. Mr. Bull, did you cause this?" Bill nodded sadly up and down as giant tears plopped to the ground.
That's so big.
Yeah, he's so sad.
What
He's
does the
crying
word
big
frown mean
tears.
again?
Can you make a frown?
What is
Very
this
sad.
mean?
Untidiness, not clean. "You poor sweet dear," the ladies gushed, for they could see that Bill was crushed. Again the clerk said with a sneer, "Bulls do not belong in here. I'm sorry for this mess today. This awful beast won't go away." He doesn't sound like he likes him very much, does he?
Yeah.
The ladies patted poor Bill's head, snarling at the clerk instead. To the clerk they said, "How rude!" Then to Bill they turned and cooed. They bought his cup and also paid for all the mess that Bill had made, then packed the cup in tissue wrap and tied it with a sturdy strap. Beaming, Bill walked through the door and thanked his friends outside the store. When Bill the Bull got home that day, he put his teacup on display. Next, he wrote his friends a letter. "Thanks to you, I feel much better. I hope that you 3 will come to tea, so I can thank you properly." Then one day at 4:30, Bill heard knocking at his door. His 3 friends all tottered in. Each one grinned from wig to chin. Can you do a big grin? "Here's to tea and bite-sized cakes. Here's to hoping nothing breaks." The end. Wasn't that a nice story?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of times that maybe you feel like you're a little fidgety, maybe when you're in class or when you're in a store and you got the wiggles and you're wanting to get your wiggles out. You ever feel like you got to get your wiggles out?
Yeah, like sometimes in school I do my like.
Yeah, we all
Back and
feel like
forth.
we got the wiggles sometimes. It's hard to control it sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think maybe that's how Bill was feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably how Bill was feeling. What do you think maybe some things we could do to help if we're feeling fidgety in school or somewhere where we need to be quiet? What are some things we could do?
You just like can go to a quiet place.
Go to a quiet place? What are some other things? Maybe we could ask if we could raise our hand and ask the teacher, could we have maybe a 20-second brain break and do some jumping jacks or something to get our wiggles out? What do you think?
Yeah.
Would that help?
Yeah.
What about maybe writing for a second?
Yeah.
Maybe get up and wash our face or get a drink of water or something like that?
Yeah.
I think so. All right. So if you use those skills to help you, those strategies to help you if you're feeling fidgety in class, maybe that'll help you as well. Like maybe it'll help my buddy Ashton here, my nephew. Oh, I love him so much. to get his wiggles out sometimes. Everybody gets the wiggles sometimes. Everybody in class, including Annie Faith. And it's always good to have a good strategy. You got a wiggle on your ear?
Scratchy.
Okay. A little
It's
itchy.
itching.
A little itchy. It's good to have a good strategy to be able to get those wiggles
Now
out.
wiggly.
I see that. I love you, buddy. Bye. Friends, I had so much fun reading that story to you today. Email me at anniefaith@yahoo.com. Let me know what you'd love to hear me read. Also, tell me about what you're reading at home with your families. There are so many things we can share together in stories. Be sure and visit your local library this week. There's so many free books just for you waiting. And also, read together with your families. The best way to being an amazing reader is to read more. Love you guys. Bye.